Understand native speakers without subtitles. How to train your ears for real English. Do you understand English subtitles but struggle to understand native speakers? Do movies, podcasts, and conversations sound too fast? Do you often think, I know these words, but I can't understand what they're saying? You're not alone. Today you'll learn the listening formula that helps English learners train their ears to understand real English naturally. Stay until the end because I'll share a 30-day listening challenge that can dramatically improve your listening skills. Have you ever experienced this? You read English perfectly. You know the vocabulary. You understand the grammar. Then a native speaker starts talking. And suddenly, everything sounds like one long word. You think, wait, what did they just say? Here's the surprising truth. The problem is usually not your vocabulary. The problem is how your brain processes spoken English. And today, you'll learn how to fix it. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our English learning journey. In our previous lesson, we learned the shadowing method to improve speaking and pronunciation. Today we're focusing on another skill that many learners struggle with: listening. And here's something important. Listening is not passive. Listening is a skill. Just like driving. Just like swimming. Just like playing an instrument. The more you train correctly, the better you become. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand why native speakers sound fast, why subtitles can become a trap, how to train your ears effectively, the exact listening system used by successful learners. Let's begin. Part 1. Why native speakers sound so fast. Most learners believe native speakers talk too fast. Actually, many native speakers are not speaking unusually fast. Your brain is simply processing too slowly. Let's see why. Imagine I say, I am going to the store. In a textbook, every word is clear. But in real life, it often sounds like, I'm gonna go to the store. Several words become connected. Sounds disappear. Words become shorter. This is called connected speech. Native speakers use it constantly. Examples: want to wanna, going to gonna, let me, give me gimme. Because learners expect textbook pronunciation, real conversations become difficult. Your ears are listening for one version. Native speakers are using another version. This creates confusion. The solution? Train your ears to recognize both versions. Part 2. The biggest listening mistake. Let's talk about subtitles. Many learners watch English videos like this. Audio playing. Eyes reading subtitles. Audio playing. Eyes reading subtitles. Audio playing. Eyes reading subtitles. What's happening? You're practicing reading, not listening. Your brain becomes dependent on text. It's like riding a bicycle with training wheels forever. The training wheels help, but eventually they slow your progress. Subtitles are useful, but they should be used strategically. Here's a better approach. First, listen without subtitles. Try your best. Then check subtitles. Then listen again. This forces your ears to work. And that's how listening improves. Part 3. The 3 levels of listening. Successful learners use 3 different listening levels. Level 1. Easy listening. Content you understand almost completely. Examples: children's stories, slow podcasts, beginner lessons. Purpose: build confidence, train recognition. This should feel comfortable. Level 2. Learning zone. Content you understand about 70%. Examples: interviews, YouTube videos, educational content. Purpose: expand vocabulary, challenge your brain. Most of your learning happens here. Level 3. Advanced exposure. Content that feels difficult. Examples: movies, TV shows, fast conversations. Purpose: train adaptation. Become familiar with natural speech. Many learners spend all their time here. That's a mistake. Use all 3 levels. Together they create balanced progress. Part 4. Active listening versus passive listening. Many learners listen for hours, yet improve very slowly. Why? Because they're using passive listening. Passive listening looks like this: playing English in the background, while checking social media, while cleaning the house, while doing other tasks. Passive listening is useful for exposure, but exposure alone is not enough. Active listening is different. Active listening means paying attention, predicting meaning, identifying key words, noticing pronunciation. Active listening is difficult, but that's where real growth happens. Think about going to the gym. Watching exercise videos doesn't build muscles. Doing the exercises does. Listening works exactly the same way. Part 5. The keyword method. Here's a powerful technique. Stop trying to understand every word. Focus on keywords. For example, imagine someone says, "Yesterday I went to a restaurant with my friends and we celebrated my birthday." Maybe you miss a few words, but you hear yesterday, restaurant, friends, birthday. That's enough. You understand the message. Many learners panic when they miss one word. Then they miss the next sentence, and the next, and the next. Instead, keep moving forward. Focus on meaning, not perfection. Native speakers do this too, even in their own language. Part 6. The repeat listening system. Most learners constantly search for new content, new videos, new podcasts, new lessons. But repetition is powerful. Here's a simple system. Listen number 1. Just understand the general idea. Listen number 2. Focus on important details. Listen number 3. Notice pronunciation. Listen number 4. Shadow the speaker. Listen number 5. Speak along naturally. The 5th listening often feels completely different from the first. Suddenly everything becomes clear. Why? Because familiarity reduces mental effort. Your brain can focus on understanding, instead of decoding every sound. Part 7. The 30-Day Listening Challenge. Ready for a challenge? For the next 30 days. Week 1. 10 minutes daily. Listen to easy content. Build confidence. Week 2. 15 minutes daily. Use subtitles only after listening first. Week 3. 20 minutes daily. Practice active listening. Take notes. Identify keywords. Week 4. 25 minutes daily. Combine listening and shadowing. Repeat difficult sections. Track your progress. At the end of 30 days, compare yourself to day 1. You'll be surprised by how much easier English sounds. Part 8. What successful learners do differently. Successful learners understand one important truth. Listening improvement feels invisible. You don't notice daily progress. But progress is happening. One day you suddenly realize, wait, I understood that podcast. Or, I didn't need subtitles. Or, I understood a native speaker. Those moments are powerful, and they come from consistent practice. Not talent, not intelligence, consistency. Let's remember today's lesson. Native speakers are not impossible to understand. Your ears simply need training. Focus on listening regularly, using all 3 levels, practicing active listening, avoiding subtitle dependence, repeating content multiple times. Small improvements every day become extraordinary results over time. Trust the process. Stay patient. Keep listening. If this lesson helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Day 1 of my 30-day listening challenge. I'll be cheering for you. In the next lesson, how to remember English grammar naturally without memorizing rules. You'll discover why grammar feels difficult, the biggest grammar myth in language learning, how fluent speakers use grammar automatically, a natural method to learn grammar through patterns, the grammar practice routine that actually works. And I'll show you why many learners spend years studying grammar but still struggle to speak fluently. If you've ever said, I know grammar rules, but I can't use them while speaking, then the next lesson could completely change the way you learn English. See you in the next video.